Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Baltimore Ravens. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Come on, set. Pittsburgh. 59. Drop. It's free. Cut. Getting some penetration. Shift. Same one. Check 37. Wide. Get wide. Hatchet. Check. Go. Check. Slam. Hey, alert 3.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Oh, he sheds himself free. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That good for 22 and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man. Complete. That one goes for 30 yards. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. He had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play?
60 or. Check 52.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me. Topper.
Here's Jones. Off play action. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Shoot! 61. Match box right. Hey, wahoo! Now,
Now Jones. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. The toss out to Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal.
Single. Kill.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Forced and a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the kick by Rosas is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the year. Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30, the 20, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. That kickoff return, 104 yards. As the Ravens push further out in front. Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee. Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown. They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. It got his man complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass. And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate call. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home. Big Mike. Big Mike. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes. Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do. Tucker now for the extra point. And it's 21-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Come on, fellas.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Saquon Barkley running right. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 21-3 is your score after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Tight end's right. 4 down, 4 down. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
18 Gator. I know he ain't got it. Please dribble.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
57's the mic. 57.
On 2nd down and 4, Jones. That is incomplete.
I remember growing up playing basketball, my coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you could hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they were able to react and knock the ball away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Jones operating from the gun. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On 4th down, Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Tide Bulls tried it, went for it, but it didn't pay off. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's got some space here. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 97 yards as the Ravens push further out in front.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown on the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They run with Barkley on first down, and he gets about 5 out of it. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On second down, here's Barkley, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Let's go.
On 3rd and 2, Jones. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off at the 36. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now Jackson, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hit it.
On second down, Barkley. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Tighten up. Ready, ready.
Back to throw. Jones. A quick hitter complete. It's McKenzie. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Switch gears. General West.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Hey, orbit. Hustle, hustle. Speed grip.
Here's Jones to throw again. Steps up, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Buying time to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
A 59-yard attempt.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Throwing on second and long. Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
This time, Jackson will throw it. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown as the first half is winding down as his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and a route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
That's complete to Slayton. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's third down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
80 weapon. Go.
Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Bravo. 26, Mike. 26.
Jones throwing on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield. Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. He'll let this go for the ends. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.